as opposed to it has to be that. And then from there, so that's an advanced demonstration where you can open up the vowel, get into a more singable sound, even a belt, you know? Yes, from an A, you can actually build a belting voice too, if you know what you're doing. Any song can be converted from an A to an actual song. So I demonstrated that, right? So let's say, so, people fall in love in mysterious way. So first step, not nay or nay, not that vowel, not that vowel, closed vowel, not a, because if you use that vowel, it's gonna lead to a shout, more belt. Now, let's say you're doing that and it flips to something like that. Now that's not a bad sound, okay? If you can do that, if you're a guy and you can hit that note like I did, that's a belt coordination. That's essentially belting, a very strong, chesty, mixed voice with open vowel. Brendon Urie, when he sings, the death of a bachelor, that song, that vowel, listen to what he's saying. If I was to sing that word, or if I sing it in an octave lower, the death of a bachelor, I'm gonna go dead, I'm not gonna go that. So he's modifying the vowel from A to A. But what if I do it in the SLS way? The death of a bachelor. It's gonna be something like that. So now let's compare the two. That's the difference, essentially. Okay, and notice that how I'm holding out the vibrato. You can see that it's very even. The vibrato is not all over the place. It's very even, strong. I can definitely feel my support engaging. Days. Not that, okay? He's in a mixed coordination, not a belt. Way. It's that vowel. And then never let you go. That's a stylistic thing. It's a kind of like a crack, kind of like a yodel thing, okay? Then a heartbreak away, never let you go, never let me down, okay? Never let me down. And he does a run like that, I think. Okay? You want to be able to do both. Now, don't get me wrong. You want to be able to do both at the end of the day. Now, you can also play around with your mouth posture. If I go deep, you can see the sound just got a lot prettier, and even I like that sound too. Yeah, that's open vowel, okay? Your fall. Now for that, I'm saying ah. But what if I want to do closed? No, oh, will you blame? Bruno Mars, Grenade. He sings with a lot of closed vowels too. Okay, he opened up the stand. Let me listen again. He opens his mouth quite a bit. Yeah, that's building. What you don't understand, I'ma catch a grenade for you. He does something like that, okay? So, yeah. So, closed vowels, open vowels. There's always gonna be a mixture, okay? Ed Sheeran, Dancing in the Dark, I did that. Thinking Out Loud. So, in Thinking Out Loud, yeah, and I did a cover already. I talked about that, so like you guys can watch that cover for that. I go, take me into your loving arms, kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Okay? So, kiss, it's all closed vowels. Even when Bruno Mars sings, let's just take our time tonight, girl. I forgot that song, Jesus Christ. When he sings that, turn out the lights and close the... Closed vowels. Closed vowels are actually difficult in a different way as to open vowels, especially when you're trying to go O, U, E, that those types of vowels, it's going to be a little bit tricky. Now, U and E are an interesting one because those are more inherently closed vowels, okay? But A vowel can be done open and closed. You can't do an E vowel open. So if I go E, it will always be closed, okay? But if I go E, that's close. If I go open, A, that's open. So let me skip the falsetto. So that I, that's kind of like an open vowel because I is inherently open, but it's like I just want you found the one you've been looking for. You know, however the song goes. So it's a combination of open and closed vowels per se, okay? It's phrasing, so good. Sometimes even up, and it is strong enough. Help me. Right. I'm crawling in my blood. Oh, it's an R vowel. Okay, so blood, that's a little bit more open. It isn't in my blood. Okay, I need somebody now. That B flat he does the open. Someone help me out. Hey, what's going on, everybody? So in this video, I'm gonna be talking about how to do the famous nay 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 exercise and what are the things that you should be looking at when you're doing these exercises in terms of vowel placement and resonance, and how you can actually convert this sound into a more pleasing sound that you can use later down the road in your, when you're singing per se. So just to give you a little demo, if you're a male and you're trying to do it in your chest voice, which is where you should start off with, you never want to start off with high because you're not going to be able to do it unless you already have a mixed voice or unless you have a good, strong, developed voice already. But then again, you wouldn't be even watching this video if that was the case. So you want to start off around a comfortable low note. So if you're a male, you should start around a C3, nay, 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 right there. And you want to do an ascending 5-tone major scale like nay, 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 nay. Like that. It has to be very whiny and brighty. But keep in mind that when people think whiny and as they go higher, they lose the chord closure and they're just twanging or being whiny on a falsetto coordination like nay, 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 nay. And then they're like nay, 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 and they crack like that. As opposed to nay, nay, nay. It has to be that nay, 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 nay. And then from there, so that's an advanced demonstration where you can open up the vowel, get into a more singable sound, even a belt, Yes, from a nay, you can actually build a belting voice too, if you know what you're doing. The problem is that there's a lot of misconception and frankly, a lot of bullshit out there. Pardon my French. And, for me, when I first started to learn to sing, which was back in mid-2015, I didn't have any idea what to do. And if you guys don't know already, I actually have a voice disorder too, which made, learning to sing very difficult for me, okay? My disorder, spasmodic dysphonia, if you already didn't know. But this video is not about that. So getting back to the nay, you should execute the exercise like nay, 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 nay. You can do that scale. You can go nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay. It has to be whiny, bright, annoying, twangy. What term you use? Pharyngeal voice. If you're coming from that perspective, singing success. Yeah, pharyngeal voice, they talk about that. So think of it that way. Okay, if you're coming from a still or complete vocal technique, this is essentially edge mode. Okay, however, as we go higher in the range, we get to a more reduced density edge or even a fuller density neutral mode, but still staying connected, not like a falsetto kind of connection. Okay, if you're coming from CVT, it gets a little bit trickier, so I'm gonna get into that later. But just this sound. Now listen to the vowel. The A vowel that I'm doing, it's a very closed A vowel. It's not A. That's not gonna help. I mean, that will help you with other things, but the problem is that if you keep the vowel open like that, apologies. If you keep the vowel open like that and you're trying to go higher in the range, and then you approach your first passaggio, you will already lose the spot and you'll start to yell a little bit. Now, depending on where you're at, now this is a video, okay? This is a general guideline, because I can't address everyone's issue in one video. It's just not possible. For that, you need lessons, right? Whether you decide to take lessons with me or somebody else, you need lessons for that. But let's say you're here, let's say you're a guy, you're starting at a C4 and you're approaching that G4. So let's say you're all good, and you lost it a little bit there, and then you go higher, and then it's becoming that, and there's no A4. You can't go any higher. You're stuck at the G4. So what's going on? Now, doing that way, it's not going to help, to be honest with you. At least it's not going to serve the purpose of exercise. So you have to, you have to work your chest voice first and foremost. You have to work your lower notes, okay? You want to spend like a good few weeks, at least 4 to 6 weeks, just doing next note C sharp 3, approaching the first bridge. So from a G3 to a D4, D4 is roughly where you start feeling that kind of the push, that yelling thing that's happening, right? So you have to be very careful there. And if you feel like you're pushing too much, it doesn't feel good afterwards, you're getting hoarse the next day, then take a break, okay? Take a break. You have done something wrong, and it's okay to make mistakes, okay? Just experiment around with it, figure out a range, figure out a note that you can get to. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but not to the point where you're like really pushing and yelling for it. As long as you can keep the vowel the same, the sound in the proper place, the frontal placement or mask placement as they talk about, or the pharyngeal voice, nasopharynx, whatever term you use, okay? As long as you can keep the sound here in the front and keep the vowel close, you should be in a mixed voice coordination as you go higher, as opposed to and yelling or whatever. So now if you're a female watching this video, then your passaggio is a little bit higher, so roughly around an A4 and a C5. So let's say you start from like an F3. Now your first bridge would be, let me see. Right at that note, or right there. So I'm kind of like creaking a little bit in my demonstration, so apologies for that. I'm actually a little bit sick, and on top of that, my voice is not warmed up. But you can see that this sound, if you can really find the placement, you don't actually need to warm up your voice. You can actually access your mixed voice like this way, okay? Now keep in mind that as you're going higher, make sure you're not getting softer, but you're not essentially getting that louder either. So the goal is to keep a very even volume, but it will get louder as you go higher, because if you try to keep the volume very even, you might end up flipping into a falsetto, and that's gonna defeat the purpose of this exercise. And as you're going higher and higher, let's say you're female, apologies for that, I'm getting a phone call here, just a sec, didn't plan ahead, didn't silence my phone, Apologies for that, okay? I'm not gonna cut this part out. I'm gonna keep this nice and even. One take, raw. So you're a female. Let's say you're straining like that. I'm gonna find the place. Let's say you can't find the place. Play around with it, okay? Play around with it. So, you know, I'm a male voice. I'm a male, obviously, and for that, that's my second passaggio, which is quite high. But if you can find the spot, there you go. That's my high note. Now, the tricky part is going up and down, because you'll see that the voice will wobble. Like, it might squeeze a little bit here and there, but that's okay. Allow that to happen as long as it's not really like hurting you or really making you not giving you a lot of discomfort, then you're okay to play around with that. So once you are able to, let's say you're a female, once you can get to like a C5, you are in a good spot. If you're a guy, you can get up to a G4 with this sound, with like doing anything weird like that, or doing anything like that, then you're also in a good spot. So what's the next step? The next step would be to do something like see if you can do that. So now you're just holding out the vowel. Eventually you want to be able to go then you want to open up the vowel a little bit more. And see what that feels like. Okay, you're gonna feel a lot of engagement from it. You might actually feel a lot of pressure. Now, pressure and strain are very different things. Strain is when you're like really pushing for the sound is not clear, it's getting muffled or blocked, something weird is going on. Whereas pressure, high intensity sound, you'll feel a lot of pressure. Okay, you'll feel that engagement happening from your tummy, your stomach muscles, your obliques as well, your sides, even your lower back too. But you're not going to feel any straining. You're not really going to feel anything here, okay, as opposed to here. So you're here. So that's a B4, right? I'm a male. That's a B4. And you can see that as I'm doing the sound more, my voice is opening up more. I'm really feeling that pressure. Now, let's say you're doing that and it flips to something like that. Now that's not a bad sound, okay? If you can do that, if you're a guy and you can hit that note like I did, that's a belt coordination. That's essentially belting, a very strong, chesty, mixed voice with open vowel. And you don't feel any pain or anything like that, no discomfort, it's just a lot of energy, then you're in a very good spot. But for the sake of this exercise, for the sake of this video, you want to stay in this kind of in this thin spot, and it might wobble a little bit up there if you're a guy. Even if you're a female, if your voice is underdeveloped and uncoordinated, then even that B4 will feel a little bit weird. So once again, I know I'm a little bit all over the place, but I want to keep this video very raw. Okay, I'm being totally real with y'all. So first step, not nay, or nay, not that vowel, not that vowel. Okay, keep that in mind. Apologies for my continuous burping. So closed A vowel on that nay, not open A vowel. So do you know Irish people always say day. Or if you know the song by Michael Bublé, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling. So it's a new dawn. Everything is close. It's not, it's a new dawn. It's not that. Not saying that's bad. Oh, my bad. The vowel. Day. It's a new day. If you're doing that, then you're training something else. Okay, let's put it that way. If you're a guy, if you can get up there like that, nice and strong, you're good. But the purpose of this video is to keep the valves closed. It's a new day. We want that. Okay. Now you can also play around with your mouth posture. If I go deep, you can see the sound just got a lot prettier, and even I like that sound too. That's something you can do as well. It's a new day for me, and I'm feeling go. However the song goes. So yeah, so that's a little bit of demonstration of taking that exercise to an actual singing. So yeah, if you can do all these things, you're in a very good spot. And feel free to comment your questions about this exercise, where you're getting stuck and whatnot. And you are allowed to send me samples, voice samples. You can send it to my email at fahimushifreelance@gmail.com or fahimushifreelance1@gmail.com. Either email works. I'll listen to your recording and I'll get back to you via email. I might make a video response, okay, if that's what you prefer, but I'll do that, okay? So that's how the exercise is supposed to be done. So an SLS nay exercise is actually very beneficial. So let's say I'm trying to sing this song. Dancing in the dark. Ed Sheeran. Dancing in the dark. Barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite songs. Now I'm singing the song 2 keys higher. It hits a G sharp 4 at the top. I'm hitting like a B flat 4, right? Which is in the middle of my second passaggio area, which is also the female first bridge area. So if you're a chick, if you're a female, if you can sing the song at that key and keep the valve closed and not dancing in the dark and not, kind of yelling that way, you're also in a good spot. So again, I'm gonna say it again. Okay, I know this video is a little getting long, a little bit all over the place, but it's all right. I'm keeping it real. So the goal, first of all, or step 1, step 2, step 3. That's step 3. That can be step 2 as well, depending on where you're at. Play around with all of those, and keeping the valve on tiny, forward, piercing, but loud as well. It should be intense, and you're gonna feel the support. Okay, if you're not feeling the support, then you're probably doing it incorrectly, and you're pushing from the throat. And as you go higher, you will hit a wall. So step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Just the vowel A, closed A vowel, not A, because if you use that vowel, it's gonna lead to a shout, more belt. A. That's also important. That's a pure belt, okay? And I know a lot of voice teachers out there don't teach that. I do teach that, okay, because that's a very important sound. And if you guys know complete vocal technique, they also teach that sound. That's essentially what they call a fuller density edge. Okay, it's a very loud, strong, powerful sound. Not necessarily you wanna sing the whole song with that, but you wanna be able to do that, okay, because you need that as a strength in the voice, okay. Especially if you're singing rock, grunge rock, you will need that. And even in some pop songs, sometimes you can hold out a vowel like that. Okay, good example. Brendon Urie, when he sings, the death of a bachelor. That song, oh my God, am I clipping my mic? I have no idea. Hopefully my mic didn't clip. But that vowel, listen to what he's saying. If I was to sing that word, or if I sing it in an octave lower, the death of a bachelor, I'm gonna go dead, I'm not gonna go dad. So he's modifying the vowel from A to A. But what if I do it in the SLS way? The death of a bachelor. It's gonna be something like that. So now let's compare the two. Death That's the difference, essentially. Okay, and notice that how I'm holding out the vibrato. You can see that it's very even. The vibrato is not all over the place. It's very even, strong. I can definitely feel my support engaging as I'm doing that. So that's another example of a song. What other examples can I give? Justin Bieber. So I know most of you guys are probably into pop a lot. I love pop, I love rock, R&B. So I have love for all genres, to be honest. So Justin Bieber, go through the darkest of day. It's that vowel, not day. Okay. Then the heartbreak away, never let you go, never let me down. Okay, never let me down. And he does a run like that, I think. So let me see if I can pull up the song for you. I haven't heard that song in a long time, to be honest. Let Me Love You. There we go, Justin Bieber. Let Me Love You. There we go. Way. Okay, let me listen. Days. Not that, okay? He's in a mixed coordination, not a belt. Way. It's that vowel. And then never let you go. That's a stylistic thing. It's a kind of like a crack, kind of like a yodel thing, okay? And if you guys want me to do a breakdown of Justin Bieber or Justin Timberlake or anybody, just let me know, okay? I can do that as well, okay? Just break down the stylistic elements and components and how they're shaping the vowels, stuff like that, okay? I can do that for you if you guys like. It's all close vowels. See that? Down. Okay? Don't you give up. No. I won't give up. No. Let me love you. Let me. If you're choosing to do that, it's okay. As long as you don't strain, you're good. So if I go, it's just different vowels, different choices, okay? You want to be able to do both. Now, don't get me wrong. You want to be able to do both at the end of the day. But if you're training your mixed voice and you want to sing up there consistently, then you should train your closed vowels more. So, like a cat, not Don't do that, okay? That's a different coordination. So this video is already over 21 minutes long. Gosh. Let me find more sound examples. Let's look at Myles Kennedy. I think Myles Kennedy goes more open, but let's see. Myles Kennedy, he has a song called Watch Over You, right? Watch. It's a live song. Let me open it up. There we go. At the end, near end. All right. There's a high note here. Yeah, that's open vowel, okay? Your fall. Now for that, blind. I'm saying ah. But what if I want to do closed? No, oh, will you blame? You can also do that. Take. Oh my God, now I'm straining for that note. Apologies for that. I'm just freaking out, okay? Because I used to strain when I would go for that note, okay? It's just a mental thing, okay? Apologies. But let's hear it. I can't go on. Open. Okay, this one's open. Yeah, very open. It's that A. It's that sound, not E. It's not that, okay? So, that's a little bit different. Okay, so that's still a mixed voice. It's just using more open vowels. Okay, some people call that belting. Some people just call it a strong chesty dominant mixed voice, or a thyroarytenoid dominant mixed voice, TA dominant mixed voice. Okay, they have different terms for it and whatnot. And also another thing I want to talk about, which is also a very important thing, which is a lot of teachers don't even talk about in videos, at least, is that confidence, anxiety, self-doubt. So you can see that the reason why I failed a few seconds ago, because I doubted myself. Because I failed so many times in the past when I would try to sing that song. So I already started hesitating as I would approach that. So let me see if I can do it again, or if I break again. I don't really care what happens. So take. Okay, that's the best I can do for now. So it's still very loud, okay? It requires a lot of support. It's just close the vowel. E! A! That's more open. That's going to be a lot louder, essentially, generally speaking. But you can't sing with that open sound all the time. It's going to sound like shouty and yelly, okay? And it's a little bit more taxing in the voice as well, okay? If I'm being completely honest. So there's a little bit of Alterbridge. Who is another song? Oh, Bruno Mars. I totally forgot Bruno Mars. Grenade. He sings with a lot of closed vowels too. So let me pick a live version, okay? You can see that he says grenade. Listen. Give you all I had. Okay. Give, A, close A. Stand. It's a close A vowel. See that? I'ma catch a grenade for ya. Grenade. Okay? And throw not hand on the blame for you. Front of the train for you. Do anything for you. I'm hesitating once again, okay? But I'm being vulnerable here, okay? It's okay. And you guys have to understand I'm still sick a little bit, okay? So it's amazing that I can even get up there like that. But that's the idea. I'm not singing, I'ma catch a grenade for you. Blind for you. You don't want to do that, okay? So, closed vowels, okay? Closed vowels. Most of these singers, especially in the pop genre, even R&B, they use closed vowels, okay? So, what other example? Oh. Okay, he opened up the stand. Let me listen again. He opens his mouth quite a bit. Yeah, that's building. What you don't understand, I'ma catch a grenade for you. He does something like that, okay? So, yeah. So, closed vowels, open vowels. There's always going to be a mixture, okay? So, keep that in mind. What other song? Damn it. I'm trying to remember a song, but I can't remember in the top of my head. I want to apologize for that. Ed Sheeran, Dancing in the Dark. I did that. Thinking Out Loud. So in Thinking Out Loud, yeah, and I did a cover already. I talked about that, so like you guys can watch that cover for that. I go, take me into your loving arms, kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Okay, so kiss, it's all closed vowels. Even when Bruno Mars sings, let's just take our time tonight, girl. I forgot that song. Jesus Christ. When he sings that, turn out the lights and close the door. Again, apologies for my mistake, but I used to be afraid of that before like that. And the door, oh, I love this. You know, however the song goes. That's very hard to do, by the way, if I'm being honest. But Closed vowels. Closed vowels are actually difficult in a different way as to open vowels, especially when you're trying to go O, U, E, those types of vowels. It's going to be a little bit tricky. Now, U and E are an interesting one because those are more inherently closed vowels, okay? So, but A vowel can be done open and closed. You can't do an E vowel open. So if I go E, it will always be closed, okay? But if I go E, that's closed. If I go open, A, that's open. And you can see that how loud it gets, how shouty, how yelly, how much more primal it sounds. Okay? All of the sounds that I'm making, you guys should be able to do it. Okay? If you can, you should work for it. I already gave you the steps. I showed you a bunch of songs today. The video is almost 30 minutes long. Oh my god. Holy shit. What else can I show? I know I'm a little bit deviated from the subject of nay, 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 but I'm now showing some real songs here. Okay? So, let's say you're trying to sing, let's say you're trying to sing, so you know that song, it's a Locked Out of Heaven by Bruno Mars, again in the high range. So if I go, if I keep the vowels closed, never had much faith in love and miracles. Now, if I'm trying to sing that song up there, if I go, never had much faith in love and miracles, that's too much, okay? That's too much. You don't need that. If you choose to sing that way, by all means, go ahead and do it. I'm not going to say no to it. All sounds are good. As long as you're doing it healthily, you can do it consistently, and you're not losing your voice, okay? So that's an important thing. Again, something a lot of voice teachers don't talk about. They just completely ignore the shouty sounds and call that yelling or bad. But no, you can do them both in a safe manner. Let me see if I can bring another song. Okay, so Bruno Mars, Charlie Puth. That song he did with Selena Gomez, Charlie Puth. I forgot that song, man. Damn it, Charlie Puth. Come on, man. How long? Attention. You just wanna. It's just on the ooh vowel. Oh, he released some new song. Okay, there we go. So this song right here. So let me skip the falsetto. So that that's kind of like an open vowel because I is inherently open, but it's like I just want you found the one you've been looking for. You know, however the song goes. So it's a combination of open and closed vowels per se. Okay. Okay, so that was Charlie Puth. Shawn Mendes. I wanna follow where. Oh, it isn't in my blood. So there's like a high note. Okay, in my blood. Let me see if I can pull that off. In my blood, Shawn Mendes. All right. Let's see. Does it ever help me? Oh, it's phrasing. So good. Sometimes giving up, and it is strong enough. Help me. Alright. I'm crawling in my blood. Oh, it's an R vowel. Okay, so blood, that's a little bit more open. It isn't in my blood. Okay, I need somebody now. That B flat, he does the open. Someone to help me out. Okay, I need somebody now. Okay, however the song goes, so it goes a little bit open up there. Okay. Yeah, he's really opening up the valve there. Okay. Yeah. So then, somebody help me out. It's all open valve. Takes a lot of support, takes a lot of energy, intensity to be able to sing that song in a decent way. Okay, if you're cracking or pushing like that, you're not ready for that. Okay, and I'm saying this mostly to males. For females, that's like your first bridge kind of area, so you can kind of like get away with it. Even if you have poor technique, you can sort of get away with that range up there. So that was Shawn Mendes. This video is gonna be so long. Okay, I don't really care at this point. Trying to think of an artist. Justin Bieber, Timberlake. I mean, there are just so many singers. A rock singer. Should I show you guys a rock singer? Okay, yeah. So I listened to this rock song, "Forever Young." It's called "Forever Young." So it's very open valve. You can hear that inherent shouty quality. So let me show you. Sorry, let me get to the second. Wait, not that. Where's that holding out? I'm trying to look for that part. I think it's coming. And you can see his mouth is opening quite a bit. Okay. Oh man, yeah. So that type of a sound, forever young. So that's belting. That's also something you will need. I'm seeing red marks here. My mic is probably distorting. I hopefully not. I mean, this is a new mic that I bought a few weeks ago. But so those are open vowels. Ya, ah. Ah vowel is inherently a little bit shoutier. It's a more open vowel. But the a, you can kind of like do them closed. Like an if you do it that way, it kind of gets to a more operatic kind of sound, you know. I mean, that's something you don't want to use for contemporary, but if you're training the voice, that's also something you can work with. That's also an important sound, by the way, yeah? That's a kind of like a lower larynx, really loud. That's essentially an opera belt, okay? I mean, like if you're opera trained, I'm not classically trained by any means, but I just imitate to what I hear and do the best of my ability. But that's also another important sound you guys can work with. But, wow, this video, I did not plan this, okay? This was a very spontaneous video. It was supposed to be about nay, but then I started, you know, singing songs, demonstrations, and whatnot. But yeah, any song can be converted from a nay to an actual song. So I demonstrated that, right? So let's say nay. So people fall in love in mysterious way. Okay, for instance, that song. Okay, you can do that as well. Let's say you're trying to sing. Tonight I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive, ow, and the world, oh my god, I'll turn it inside out, yeah. Okay, for instance, that B flat up there. If you can do it that way, then you're already in there. Then you just put the lyrics there. So turn, I'll turn, it's Now that, okay, so that vowel that I just did, that's a closed vowel. Okay, that's a closed vowel. I apologize for not thinking that ahead. So all vowels can be done closed, open. In the opera world, in the true bel canto world, they would call chiuso and coperto. Chiuso would basically mean closed, and coperto mean open. So I demonstrated a bunch of sounds already with open vowels and closed vowels, okay? I really hope you guys found this pretty helpful. Apologies for my consistent burping. I mean, I have bad reflux. I mean, you know, I tried a lot of things, didn't really work out well for me. But yeah, that's all right. A lot of people have acid reflux. But this video is all over the place. I want to apologize for that again and again and again. But I hope you guys find this video helpful, okay? I really hope you guys find this video helpful. So make sure, so just to recap things again. So, it's close, okay? Not not that even, not not open vowel, closed vowel, okay? That's how you develop the mix, okay? If you choose to do it open, and let's say that's the only way you can do it right now, and you can go pretty high with that, let's say like a B flat 4, B4, even C5 if you're a guy. If you're a female, let's say you can go up to like an F5. Let me see if I can get up there. Let's say if you can get up there, that's an F5. That's your second passaggio if you're a female, and for us guys, that's our third bridge. If you can get up to there with the open sound, that's good. Then work on closing the sound. See where things want to change. So for instance, if you're a guy, let's say it's changing there. Keep it close. Take me into your loving arms. Okay, keep it close. Okay, that's how it should be done. Okay, yeah, that's it. So again, step 1. Step 2. Step 3. Step 4. Step 5, eventually you want to put that into singing. Sing a melody and then try to put the lyrics there, okay? And you'll notice that singing gets really tricky because some vowels are probably weaker in your voice and you'll say that they want to open up. So let's say I'm here. So those are all closed vowels. Now let's say you're going and it opens up like that. Then you're losing the place. It should be that. Closed. Ooh. A closed oo vowel. A closed e vowel. Okay? It should be that. Okay? Ooh. Closed o vowel. Not oh. Not that. That's the open o vowel. Okay? You don't want to do that necessarily. Okay? For at least for this purpose of this video. But again, apologies for being all over the place. The video is now 40 minutes long. Oh my god. But yeah, I really hope you guys watch this entire video because this just became a sort of detailed descriptive video. Me being all over the place and whatnot. Didn't plan ahead what I was going to talk about. But hey, you know me. If you guys know me enough, then I always keep things real. Okay? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions regarding with your singing and whatnot, then feel free to let me know in the comment section what you want me to do, what kind of exercise videos I should make, or if you guys want me to do more covers or even reaction videos, just let me know in the comments and I'll get them back to you as soon as I can. And yeah, I mean, like, if you're not already following me on my social media, my Snapchat, my Instagram at Fahim Mushi, even my Facebook page, Fahim Mushi1, then be sure to go ahead and follow me on those platforms, okay? So yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys then. Peace.